Sure, yeah. My name is Luka Milosevic. I'm an assistant professor at the University of Toronto Institute of Biomedical Engineering and a scientist at the Krembil Brain Institute, which is where we are right now. Mostly my research has to do with the acquisition of intracranial neural recordings from patients undergoing neurosurgery. And we learn about pathophysiology of various disorders, as well as the mechanisms of action of neurotechnologies like deep brain stimulation. I just started my lab in September of 2020 here in Toronto, but certainly the highlight of my career so far would be acquiring the position of my dreams here in Toronto after a couple of years of a postdoc in Germany. So yeah, the highlight has just been building my lab and recruiting students and yeah, designing projects that fulfill my curiosities, but also are designed to ultimately help people. So I have a background in biomedical engineering, and it's really interesting being in sort of the medical field and tying those two things together. And there's a big push towards developing sort of neurotechnology these days. And so for me, one of the things that inspired me to get into the area of research of deep brain stimulation was this whole rather surprising concept that despite the fact that this therapy works for certain diseases, there was not much known about how it actually works or how it changes brain activity. So when I first learned about the therapy, my first question as an engineer was, oh wow, that's incredible, but how does it work? And nobody was really able to give me a straight answer to that question. So I've dedicated the last better part of a decade towards broadening our understanding of how deep brain stimulation works and how it can be applied to help people with different neurological disorders. I think it's an incredible opportunity for PhD students. I was fortunate to get a great education here in Toronto at the University of Toronto, and then I went and did a 2-year postdoc in Germany, which was a very fulfilling experience. It was remarkable the amount of funding there is towards research, the facilities and the resources available in Germany, in particular at Max Planck centers. With this program, students are going to be able to get sort of the best of both worlds. So they'll get a great degree at one of the top institutes in the world at the University of Toronto, but they'll also have an opportunity to travel to Germany, be engulfed in the rich history and culture of Europe and Germany, but also be exposed to incredible facilities and resources at the Max Planck centers. And ultimately, I think it'll provide students with a very fulfilling academic and research experience.